until he gets people a reason to talk about other stuff, they gonna always remember the last most important thing he did in his career, and that's when he went to the Warriors and won. He ain't gave nobody else no reason to talk about nothing else. So people gonna even if he is, we know for a fact he grew from that, but
my thing is, why does Charles Barkley keep saying stuff? Like, why Charles Barkley? Like,
it seems like Charles. They always throw little jabs at each other, and most of the time, it's gonna start with Barkley, and then KD. Most of the time, KD will let a lot of stuff slide, and then it'll be like that last straw, and then KD will respond.
Where did all this stem from? Why is there so much friction between Charles Barkley and KD?
The first time was, Shaq and Charles are always ribbing on each other, and he was like, he said, you didn't drive the bus, KD drove the bus, and Shaq was just saying, like, trying to get under Charles Barkley's skin. Anybody who knows basketball knows that, at one point in Charles Barkley's career, he was definitely a bus driver. He was the number one guy. So he was like, he said, KD ain't no more of a bus driver than I am. And KD, that video, that little clip was circulating around. And this is when KD first left Golden State. It's when he first went off to Brooklyn, whatever. And KD was like, Charles don't got no rings, and he just mad. He said, like, I got 2 final MVPs. Like, he, just kind of just feed into what people want him to say back. So then they showed that clip on the TNT night crew, and Charles just like had that smile on his face, like, yeah, okay. And then Shaq trying to instigate at this point, him and Kenny. And then Charles was like, what's it called, man? You didn't deserve those final. Like, now he's just trying to be petty bag. Not that he really mean it, but now he's like, okay, well, you gonna take it there and try to make it personal. Okay, I'm gonna make, like, I can say some petty stuff too then. And then from that day forward, that's when he just, Charles Barkley, any chance he gets to rib at KD, he does that now.
Okay, I got this question for you. Okay, take the rings out of it. Who you taking between Charles Barkley and Kevin Durant? Take the rings out of it.
I mean, I know of Charles Barkley's career, but I didn't watch it. So, but even if you want to just, they both got an MVP. They both been to a finals as the number one guy. But KD got the scoring titles. So, and that's, Charles Barkley wasn't just he could block shots, he could get rebounds, but he wasn't no defensive juggernaut. So, saying that y'all both were basically offensive-based guys at that point, and like, if you want to just, if you want to take out one part of KD's career with the rings and just talk about their complete games, the main thing people know both of them for is their offensive game. And KD does that at a higher clip. So, with that being said, KD is obviously the more polished player, the more decorated player, the more efficient player, like, whatever you want to say. Like, KD is above him, and I'm pretty sure Charles Barkley knows this, but it's the fact that since he's that skilled, he's going to criticize him more. Like, imagine if Rudy Gay in his prime left Memphis and joined a team that was already. Ain't nobody gonna criticize Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay was good, but ain't nobody gonna be like, man, Rudy, man, we ain't like, come on now. KD was already on the trajectory of, when he first came in the league, people like, man, he gonna be one of the all-time greatest scorers we ever seen off that. Then he started showing you, man, I'm not just gonna be one of the all-time greatest scorers. I'm gonna be one of the all-time greatest players. He developed into that. Dude won a scoring title in his 3rd year in the league.
Let me make sure. I think it was something like that. And remember, they was comparing him to George Gervin, and they thought Like when he
And he
started
and
getting
he
those
man,
comparisons.
and his game elevated past George Gervin.
Yeah. So
Like
I just want to touch on that just because it's like they always, and I kind of do remember that when they was getting into it and stuff like that. But I'm just like, golly, why they always? And it's like they can't never leave it alone. But
plus Katie, he's the easy target. It's easy to pick on him and use him as a punching bag. Like
okay, yeah.
LeBron was like that before he did what he did in Cleveland. People was like, "Ah, you had to leave Cleveland to go win. And you had to join him with Bosh and Wade." So that was the easy punching bag. Before LeBron, it was Kobe. You couldn't win without Shaq. Shaq won a title without you, and you
Okay,
struggling
serious
over there.
question, right? Serious question. Who's a better leader in your opinion, KD or LeBron? Because we done seen LeBron over his course of his LA tenure. He ain't been the greatest leader, man.
We can s-
So
we can say LeBron may not be one of the greatest leaders in our eyes, but man, the proof is in the pudding. One thing you can always count on LeBron to be that is what's the number one quality that a great leader should have in common with another great leader? And if you don't got the
mm,
answer, I'll answer it.
go ahead.
It's good to be seen.
What do you
And
mean by
one
that?
thing, LeBron, availability.
Mm-hmm.
You being there, whether it's training, whether it's practice, whether it's just working on your game, whether it's weightlifting. Everybody who done played with LeBron said, "Man, he the first one in the gym, and the last one to leave." Man, I wish I had the discipline to train my body how LeBron be in the weight room. I wish I had the diet plan. A lot of people be wishing that stuff. LeBron shows you exactly this is the blueprint, and a lot of people.
That no, that's true. But I'm talking about in their later stages of their career, damn near these last 7 to 8 years. You can because I don't think KD was a bad leader in Brooklyn. I just think it was ugly. I don't think he was a bad leader at OKC because he did go to bat for Russell Westbrook. He never not once said nothing bad about Russell Westbrook when we all seen how bad Russell Westbrook was when it comes to playing with great talent.
But
Um,
when you think about it, though, um, LeBron and Kate, I never knew either of them throwing teammates under the bus. We can say that we can say that LeBron has got up there and like you know how most
He
like
gets
Michael
people
Jordan.
out of there, Ray. Is no, there's no other way to put it.
That's
He
not
don't
throwing
throw
people
him
under
under
the
the
bus.
bus. He don't talk about them, but he gets people up out of there. But I'm
If you're
saying
not
he makes
so,
people
so
feel uneasy. You have seen what the Lakers start doing after the trade deadline? Because all the niggas probably was thinking they was go get traded. Let's just keep it above.
that ain't on LeBron though.
Yes, it is. You think it's easy playing with LeBron, knowing that how
So
many
you
people has been traded?
do you
Dwayne
know do
Wade is one of his best friends, and he literally had a viral meme of him
you
talking to Bronny and was
you're
like, "Man, I'll
underestimating
trade."
the franchise of the Lakers. That's the Lakers' whole makeup. What you think LeBron is, that's the Lakers' whole makeup. If you're not helping us win championships, you're out of here. They was doing that before LeBron got there. And the only reason why they didn't do that much when Kobe was in his Kobe's on one leg, literally, he's on one shoulder. We got a whole bunch of rookies out here. We just gotta ride this out. But soon when they had their opening and they chance to get man, y'all out of here.
Okay.
Y'all
Okay, we
thought we
do.
was trying to rebuild. No, we were just looking for a small opportunity to get back to the glory. That's all it
That's
was. The Lakers always been
okay.
like that. They
Okay,
didn't
we
see
do
no
gotta move
Magic
on.
Johnson in a draft when they had those young guys. They didn't see no James Worthy. They like, man, y'all good, but I don't see no championship in the future. So soon when
Okay.
they got LeBron, they said, okay. And LeBron came over there and said, hey man, I've been talking to AD. This is what we're gonna have to give up though. What Lakers do? We already got their bags packed.
Okay, okay. We do gotta move on. So I did want to see if you had anything to say about Kyle Lowry going to Philly. And if that means anything to you, if not, we can just keep it pushing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
All Star
think
week.
Cal Larry at this point. I mean, it's he a nice backup point guard at this point in his career, so it's just an okay pickup. It ain't gonna move them. It's still gonna boil down to what Embiid, how healthy he gonna be, and if he is healthy, what he gonna take then? That's what they also on board. You can add anybody to their roster, but if Embiid is not your driving force like he's supposed to, they're gonna be in the same predicament they always in.
Pat Bev said he gonna cook Kyle Lowry. Pat
And that's
Bev ain't never cooked no damn body. Kyle Lowry is way better than Pat Bev. No offense to Pat Bev, but uh, I like Kyle Lowry too, and I do think he can replace some of the stuff that you lost with Patrick Beverly. Because I did like Patrick Beverly in Philly, but now you picking up Kyle Lowry. I do like that. You got Buddy Hield over there. Hopefully Tyrese Maxey now can hold down the fort. And we gonna get to this because later, one of our later topics, we gonna be talking about the Eastern Conference and the injuries that's plaguing that whole side over there. But I do like Kyle Lowry going to Philly just because he's a replacement for Patrick Beverly and he's better. Okay, All Star Weekend backlash. So okay, Ray, I know you ain't been living under a rock and you've been seeing all the backlash probably on Twitter, social media, everywhere. Everybody going crazy. I just wanted to get your thoughts on All Star Weekend, and it wasn't really that bad from your perspective.
the only two. Well, no, I'd say the first three events was pretty cool on Saturday. I'm gonna get into Friday night, but I want to get straight to the real stuff that people. Um, the skills challenge was okay.
Mhm.
It was a good opener. Um, I thought it could have been a little bit better with some of the choices they put in, like some of the people they put in the skills challenge. Um, but
Did you like the
overall,
court and the stuff that was going on with the court? I kind of felt like that was a little bit they were doing too much with
I
it.
see what they did this year. You remember how they used to do they used to do a skills challenge and they used to have that other event where you have
Mhm.
to hit a short range shot, a 3-point shot, and a half court shot.
Yeah, yeah.
I see how they mixed that in with the skills challenge this year.
Mhm.
Um, the only thing I really didn't like was how they separated the passing
Mhm.
from the actual course. I didn't
Oh,
like
okay.
them
I see what you're saying.
separating those two things. I like that together
Like you
because
running around something, then you got to do a bounce pass, and
yeah,
then
the
you okay.
shoot back then the first thing you had to do was pick the ball up and do a chest pass through the circle. Then you went through the course. This year you
Hmm.
just pick up the ball, go through the course, do a little teardrop, hit a corner three, go back, sprint back down, layup.
That last passing drill was kind of stupid too, where everybody was just going like doing like a 3-man weave and passing
Yeah,
drills.
that's
Like
what
that
I'm
was kind of
saying.
stupid.
I was like, y'all should have just put the
That was stupid.
passing
Yeah,
in
that
the
was stupid.
course like I used to be.
Yeah,
Back
that
then, you
was
had to
stupid.
do a chest pass, go through the course. I think make a free throw shot or a 3-pointer. Then you do a bounce pass, and then you go through the next part of the course and you do a layup at the end or dunk, whatever. And I'm
Okay, yeah,
like,
I didn't like that either.
but
And what was you saying about
I'm not too
the players?
critical on that. I'm not too critical on the skills challenge. It was okay.
But
It's
what you
some
were
work
saying
that
about the
can be.
players they picked?
I didn't agree with Scotty Barnes being there. Dude losing like that's a bad look. Like you an NBA level player and you losing the ball on a course. Nobody's defending you. Um, it wasn't it didn't look good. It was like and he moving stiff and sloppy. I'm like, this is not what you want your product to be looking like when it's supposed to be showcasing us. It's literally called skills challenge, and this dude out there moving like that.
But he did that last time. You remember when he was in that last like, why y'all keep putting Scotty Barnes in skills challenges? Why? He's not
I
that
don't know.
skilled, even though he's a primary ball handler.
I don't know. They need to go back to just the old format. Guards or people who actually just keep it as guards, point guards at that. Like that used to be the point guards bread and butter competition right there. They used to showcase who was the best point. You remember Steve Nash used to be actually competing to let people know, like, no, I'm the best. I'm the best passer.
Yeah, that's an All-Star weekend problem in general now.
Like,
In my
man,
opinion.
point guards used to actually take like every position took pride in like 3-point shootout. That's the last of a dying breed. That's the only one people still take pride in. Like, I'm the best shooter in the league. No, I'm the best shooter. Shoot, let's go out there and shoot it out then. Somebody go out there and say, I'm the best dunker. You got it then. You got it. You got the big fella.
My problem, my only problem with it's not even just the All-Star weekend. The skill challenge, I get what you're saying about the passing part, and I get what you're saying about just the skill challenge in general. I think, but they could have made it better just by wanting it more. Anthony Edwards was literally using his left hand. He was jogging. Like,
And then try to go back to the right hand because it wasn't working out like he thought it was.
they just didn't take it serious. What are your thoughts on Brian Windhorst saying, I know how to fix it? You just got to give him more money.
Yeah,
Why do we?
and
Why we
that's
got to
why
keep?
that's why we got the NBA we got now. They after that first TV deal they did back in like 2012, 2013, whatever year that was, when at one point when Alan Crabb was the first one to sign a contract, he was the highest paid in NBA history. That's when I knew the NBA was gonna go to shambles right there. When players like Alan Crabb started getting paid crazy money, I said, "Oh, these players they don't even work for it no more." How is Alan Crabb at one point in NBA history the highest paid player ever? People didn't even think about. People made jokes about it, but I was sitting there like, "Bro, this is a role player,
And he wasn't even
literally
one
a
of the
role."
top
And he
10
wasn't.
role players. He wasn't even
I
a
said he
top
wasn't
10
even on a
role player
top
at the
five
time.
team.
Yeah. He
Like,
wasn't even a
eventually, your
top role
role
player.
player should be contributing to a top 5 team in the league. He was. I mean, Portland Trailblazers wasn't bad, but it's like, bruh, come on now. The Portland Trailblazers
How you
outside of
feel about
Dame.
huh?
No, I was just saying outside of Dame and CJ, and at that time, I think I don't even think Aldridge was even there no more. He might have still been there. It might have been his last season.
Timothy Mozgov and Luol Deng. Hey, respect Luol Deng. Timothy Mozgov was trash,
Not
but
what he did
respect
with the
Luol
Lakers.
Deng.
Not what he did with the Lakers.
Oh yeah, not with the Lakers, but yeah. So dunk contest. See how you see how people turn on people so quick. Now Jaylen Brown, he was historically bad. That shit
That
was
was that
trash.
was that was some of the worst I ever seen.
But
The
now
judge is
this
even worse.
what you mean?
Bruh, you seen, man,
I turned it off.
that dude did a 360 between the legs the wrong way.
Oh, the
That's
East
more
Bay
that's
from
it's,
Toppin.
bro, that's added more difficulty. He went through the legs on the outer part while he was doing the 360,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just kind of like, eh. Jaylen Brown jumps over a sitting Kai Cenat and tries to redo the D Brown and didn't do the D Brown till he already dunked and was coming down.
So
And
man,
it was
Jaylen
like,
Brown
oh
does
my
set
god.
he does set the dunk contest back another 5 years.
And then Jason Tatum up there trying to defend his team, like, yeah, man, when you see a all NBA level player that comes out and competes, that I think that can just, man, what? He didn't even compete. I don't know what he was out there doing. I think he thought he was in a layup line. He just went out there and like, let me
Man,
try some dunks. I don't even think he practiced. I think he just went out there and said, okay, I'm gonna try this dunk right now.
man. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I turned this shit off. Once I start it didn't even really have no energy to it. Sometimes, like I applaud Jaylen Brown for doing it because and then when people talk about he's a star power, Jaylen Brown what is he, a B tier star? He's a B tier. He's not one of them. But just him doing it, I did like the fact that he did it, but I think he half-assed it. He didn't get that shit no thought. He just wanted to. He the type of nigga, bro. I done noticed this about Jaylen Brown. Now, correct me if I'm wrong or if you have a different thoughts. He just want to be talked about. He want to be known as a revolutionary. He seemed like he's always trying to catch the headlines to be known as one of the good ones. Because the way he approached this dunk contest, he didn't give a damn about the dunk contest, bro. He wanted the headlines of Jaylen Brown did the dunk contest. That's how I feel personally. Because there ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. When I seen that Castanet dunk, I didn't see it live. I seen the clip and I said, oh, man. Now people is going to criticize Jaylen Brown. Now other stars possibly go have the excuse, well, I'm not finna do this because look how they talked about Jaylen Brown when Jaylen Brown didn't get that shit no effort, in my opinion. Because I don't even think he's an in-game dunker. We know that, but I think he just kind of he just didn't care. That's just me personally. How you feel about Kenny Smith? Because everybody was going crazy. You know, we had a little the text in the group chat, and we even kind of was like, bro, this nigga kind of tripping, bro. He talking first, he was talking like he was just one of the all-time greats. I don't even know what kind of. I looked up
Then
his.
he tried to say. Then he tried to say that he got robbed in a dunk contest by Dominique Wilkins. I said, "All right, bro. Somebody grab his cup, man, because he over there talking reckless now."
Bro, a nigga got on YouTube drunk, made a whole video and said he had a historically bad night as a broadcaster. When you start getting your broadcasting critiqued to where a nigga is getting online and giving you like he was a player, like he still was playing. He said he had a all-time historically bad night from a broadcasting perspective.
Yeah,
and he even got on Stephen A the other day and was trying to defend himself. He had to go do some press as a broadcaster. I just thought that was crazy. Personally. But
I mean Kenny usually pretty good, but yeah, that was I don't know what Kenny was on. I don't know if somebody rubbed him the wrong way before All Star started or weekend started or what happened. He was like, I'm about to just go out here and have to a plum fool. I don't know what happened. Maybe his check didn't hit that week, and he was like, oh, okay. Y'all still want me to go out there? All right. I don't know what it was.
He just was feeling himself, bro. I honestly think bro just was feeling himself. He be bringing himself up, and it's like, bro, you was a role player, bro. Like you had a couple nice years.
You see when they had LeBron up there, and they was talking about how many people had. They was talking about LeBron had 3 All-Star MVPs if he was gonna go for 4, and they was basically saying like the company LeBron was in, and they was like, Shaq, you got 3, MJ got 3, LeBron got 3. They said somebody else, and then Charles like they was like, how many you got, Charles? He was like, I got 1. And then Shaq said, how many you got, Kenny? And then Kenny was like, I think LeBron said, how many you got, Kenny? He was like, I got 3 high school MVPs. All-Star MVP. I'm like, bro, what? He said, I played in a couple of college All-Star games.
Yeah. Hey, Shaq clowned him too. Shaq was like, shit, when they was talking about All-Stars, he was like, man, you ain't never been no All-Star. He was like, and Kenny couldn't do nothing but like, yeah. He was kind of embarrassed.
What's funny is when Shaq clowned Kenny just accepted, but when Charles said it's always some fight. I'm like, bro, Kenny, you are not on Charles Barkley level. That ring does not boost you high enough to touch no Charles Barkley.
And yeah. I don't know what's gotten into him over the last couple years, but he's a bigger star in broadcasting than he ever was in basketball. He was the big shit in North Carolina, but you know.
I mean, it's North Carolina.
Yeah. Now I'm talking about UNC, North Carolina, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
He was a big deal coming out of New York.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like that.
He was a top ranked, back then that meant something coming out of like when Kareem came out of New York, it was like, bro, this dude about to be the net. So anytime, especially a guard came out of New York, they had a whole documentary on Stephon Marbury. We don't even know who Stephon Marbury is, but shoot, New York dude, they like, we got to put Sebastian Telfair. Like, bro, if you are a guard coming out of New York, As long as you ain't doing nothing stupid out here, man, we'll take care of the rest of it. You gonna get there.
Yeah, Kimba. Yeah, they had some dudes. I think Kimba Walker my favorite guard from New York. Kimba. Kimba was so nice, bro.
I'm
Kimba
not
Walker was
taking him over
nice.
Stephon, man. Stephon was different.
Man, give me Kimba Walker over Stephon Marbury. Me personally. What he did at UConn, and then he just got wasted in Charlotte. Like, by the time he got good enough to go somewhere else, he was kind of already out of there. That wasn't his fault.
I ain't trying to
He
hear
played.
that. I'm
Oh,
not trying to hear that. That's an
okay.
excuse. He was still
Okay.
he was still in his prime, man.
Okay. Chris.
I will not allow y'all to talk about that dunk contest without getting my input in.
Go ahead.
Jaylen Brown need to change his last name to Jaylen Clown because that nigga disappointed every goddamn star that might ever think about trying to get in that goddamn dunk contest.
That's what I was telling Ray. I said, bro,
Okay,
they ain't
so
gonna want to do it
before,
now.
so I don't know what y'all done talked about. I will just say this: I did not watch the celebrity game. I didn't watch none of them games. I literally watched the skill challenge, the 3-point contest, of course the Steph and Sabrina shit, and of course the slam dunk contest. I didn't even watch the All-Star game. Like this NBA shit just don't excite me no more the way it used to. Like when these niggas was wearing their team jerseys in the games, and then like even further on, like the last real All-Star game I can remember that I liked may have been I think Kobe last one. I think that may have been the last All-Star game I probably cared about was Kobe last All-Star game. But
like what you think about like the All-Star weekend is in general? You think they should go and just pack it up?
now I can say this though, just off of what I've heard, because Friday is the day where like the celebrity games and the team Shannon and the team Stephen A shit happen, right? Or is that on Saturday?
That was Friday.
No, that's Friday, but that's that in the Rising Stars in the skills challenge, right?
Those games I don't mind. Now those games I'll say I do not mind because the clips that I seen with them games, there was some shit talking. That's the shit I want to see them all like. And y'all, DJ, who was my young gun, man? You know who my young gun is?
Brandon Miller.
No. My other young boy. My other young boy that got paid up north in Minnesota.
Oh, Ant.
I didn't like what he said about this shit, bro.
What he say?
That because he had a quote. He was like because he was bullshitting doing that shit on Saturday.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
That nigga was shooting left-handed and shit. Like he was trying to because he was saying like, yeah, I think this should be more fun than anything. I don't think it's nothing that we should take serious. I mean, like this really supposed to be our time off. I said, no, nigga, no, that right there, no. It's your time off if you don't get picked. If you get picked, your ass need to put on a goddamn show, nigga. I ain't saying you got to go 100% like it's an NBA game, but nigga, you doing little skill challenges, dunk. You ain't doing no dunk contest. Nigga, I'm just literally asking you to goddamn me shoot the ball and throw it through a goddamn hole.
It ain't no more customer appreciation. Damn near in nothing in America no more.
It ain't.
I think
like
the NBA represents America.
And the thing about it is, like, I was trying to like give him a pass. I was really trying to, because I'm like, okay, the All-Star weekend, I get it. Y'all try to treat that as a time off. But at the same time, nigga, if you get picked, I'm like, I mean, I've never heard of anybody getting hurt in the All-Star game. No, you know what? I think D Wade broke Kobe
nose.
Yeah. But other than that, like, do y'all remember anything else?
No. They only get serious really in the fourth quarter, but it's just like
quarter. But even still, it's like I've never injured during the All-Star game. Like, I think Kobe getting his nose, and even that nigga getting his nose, that nigga ain't give a damn.
Yeah.
That nigga D-Wade told the story, then Kobe ain't give a damn. Nigga, it's an All-Star game. Nigga Kobe like, I love it. Nigga, what? Are you
It's
crazy?
basketball. It's just basketball.
It's
They be
basketball.
acting like this shit is rocket science. They be acting like they going to war. This shit is sports, bro. This is not even football.
Sometimes you get fucked up and niggas don't mean to fuck you up. Like, yeah, they competitors, but at the end of the day, nigga, if they see you get hurt, and like nigga be like, oh damn, my bad, bro. Like, if a nigga really see you get seriously hurt, like, you know, nigga fall or something like that, like, man, get your weak ass up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, you know, a nigga break something or some shit, a nigga gotta go to the locker room, then you know, okay, hey, bro, you good? Everything like that, you know what I'm saying? But like, come on, bro. Like, these niggas acting like this shit ain't part of the game.
My thing is where's your competitive spirit? It's like I understand it's y'all business, y'all got the multi-million-dollar
And the
brands.
thing
Ray
about it
brought
is,
it up
bro, I
earlier.
feel like what Ant is there, but I feel like, you know, just I get it. It's All-Star Weekend. It's not All-Star Weekend. It's definitely not what it used to be. But you could be one of the people that could have brought back the energy of what it used to be.
He
Like,
didn't get the assignment. He failed the
he
assignment.
didn't, because it's like, bro, if we like, let's just keep it a buck, bro. If we think about anybody in the league right now, and this is just me, Ant is the closest person that even resembles a smidget during the regular season of Jordan and Kobe. If we just talk about a shooting guard, and I'm talking about like, goddamn me, just the attitude, the fact that he finna go get like all that shit, bro. Like, we know what Devin Booker is, but he ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We know what Jason
So
Tatum
you
is
saying if he
at
was gonna
times,
be
but
the
he
face
ain't
of the
that.
league, this was supposed to be his weekend to be
This
like.
was supposed to be his weekend to be like, you know what? Bron, you done had your time. Steph, you done had your time. KD, you done had your time. I'm up next, nigga. And you want to know how that would have been like that shit would have really been like, yeah, I'm finna put my foot on y'all niggas next.
He would have
All
got the
them
ball
niggas,
rolling.
they all in the West. He might have to see one of the niggas.
And he's number one in the West. He could have helped his MVP case
And
too.
he's number
I'm right there with you.
He's number one in the West, bro. So it's like when you look at like it happened with all of them. We seen it happen with Jordan. Goddamn me, Bird and Magic. Goddamn me, Isaiah Thomas. Them three was going at it. That nigga Jordan said, "All right, it's a new sheriff in town." After Jordan, nigga, it was pretty much Kobe, but we knew that he had.
Damn, we lost him.
I think so.
It was Bron in the 20. Oh, my bad. But no, but after Jordan, you had Kobe.
We lost you again.
You had LeBron, Steph, KD got a couple out there. Hey, nigga, who was up next? The only other young gun that we can say that won something right now is Giannis and Jokic.
Yeah.
Who next? Luka, Tatum, Donovan. It's a lot of niggas out here, man.
You right about that. You seen JJ Redick talking about Doc since you brought up Giannis and them?
Hell
Y'all seen that?
yeah. That shit between him and the nigga Pat.
No, when he was talking about that too, but he also was talking about Doc Rivers, because Doc Rivers was trying to get credit for Harden going to the Clippers. Like he was like, I knew that was a good fit or some shit. Yeah.
No, that ain't even the worst thing. That ain't the worst thing Doc Rivers said. You heard the credit he tried to get about the Clips should have kept Shea. He was trying to convince Kawhi how good he was gonna be. He said you got to give him like a season, or like 2 seasons or 3.
He did say that. He said that shit to like Bill Simmons, I think. He did say that.
But how are you gonna try to take credit for Harden going to the Clippers and you weren't there? Bro. Nigga, you was on the sideline announcing.
Bro, that dude Doc is goddamn crazy. You seen what he said after they lost to the Grizzlies? He was like, man, yeah, we got people that's already in Cabo. Doc just been he ain't got no filter when it comes to just talking.
Doc said he when they asked him about getting the Bucks position, he said, "Why are you guys doing this?"
What?
when they got rid of Adrian Griffin and came to him to be the new head coach, he responded with, "Why are you guys doing this?"
Yeah, he been saying a lot of shit. Bro.
I mean, but you know what though, bro?
They 3-7 too with him.
But you know what though, bro? Like, and I'm not even saying like he knew that he was gonna be bad with him, but I'm not mad at him for asking that question. Like, I'm actually glad to see that. Like, you seeing the real side, because think about it. Where were the Bucks when Adrian Griffin got fired?
It was a top
two, top 3
team in the league. It might be a top 3 team in the whole
number
league.
2.
Yeah, nigga, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I'm coming into that job, it's one thing if a team is trash. If they at 9, if they've been hovering around 8, 9, 10 all year, you want me to try to get them up into a solidified spot? Y'all are a top 3 team in the East. I'm asking the same questions.
Yeah.
I told y'all, I said, bro, what is Doc Rivers going to do any better than what Adrian Griffin was doing? Y'all really think Pat Bev going to make a difference in what the hell they had going on?
Y'all know my conspiracy.
Wise, maybe.
Bigger name scapegoat. Y'all act like that shit don't be real. Giannis needed a bigger name scapegoat, bro. I'm being dead ass serious.
I feel you, DJ, but I just can't. I just feel like
Adrian Griffin wasn't good either, though.
We
can't overlook that.
That's a lot to do to really just try to make sure you don't get the blame for why this shit don't work.
I'm not saying that's the sole purpose, but I'm saying if y'all don't think these dudes with all these handlers,
no,
all
I
these
don't think
$1,000,000,
they don't, bro. I just think in this situation, if it's true, it is what it is.
Why else would you bring in Doc Rivers? What do we know about Doc Rivers? Just everybody in the basketball world. What do we know about Doc Rivers, y'all?
Shit, everybody knows. It ain't no secret.
He underperforms with great talent.
Look,
so
man,
when you bringing him in with Giannis and Dame, and if they don't get it done, we're all going to say, Doc, it's because of you. And y'all know the biggest conspiracy I have is because the Bucks had a very easy schedule in terms of that's where they rankings of their schedule. They said that was the easy part of their schedule. This is going to be the hard part of their schedule. That's when Doc came in. We're not gonna act like they played the Nuggets. They don't play some tough teams since Doc been there. But he has lost to the Blazers and he lost to the Grizzlies. But I'm just saying, like, this shit ain't no coincidence, bro. Like, bringing in Doc for Adrian Griffin, they both bad coaches, but who's easier to blame and who are we prone to blame? Look what we talking about. That shit's national news. And JJ Redick I think he's the mouthpiece of the player. So, in my personal opinion,
no, bro, that shit just kind of seemed like a little too goddamn big. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna put it past him because it's like anybody that's gonna keep their sorry ass brother on the team the way he has, I'm not trusting him. Like, nigga, have we? I mean, let's just think about it. We'd have seen goddamn me, Brooke Lopez and what's his brother's name? That Robin on the same team.
Robin.
We'd have seen Giannis and goddamn me, his brother on the same team. We'd have seen goddamn me, who's some other brothers? We'd have seen the Morris twins on the same team. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever? And see, but you know what? You know what the difference is? Them niggas already know what's up. Have y'all ever heard Steph try to beat the goddamn table for his brother?
Nah, but I wish he would.
I mean, I can't say his brother actually can hoop.
It's fucked up that he got to keep wandering around the league like that.
I mean, you ain't never heard. I mean, you done seen Holiday embrace his brothers, but you ain't never seen him just beat the table for his brothers either.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't saying that. It's like,
brothers that
but this is my thing. Do you really think that Robin would have made it on that team if Brooke would have said nothing? Do you think that nigga, that nigga, Giannis or whatever, that's a G League nigga. I'm sorry. Like,
you get exposed in the G League.
Bro, the fact that they made room for Danilo Gallinari by getting rid of Robin Lopez shows you, like, Thanasis is the worst player on the team.
Yeah. I can say Robin Lopez is actually a quality role player.
He's better than that nigga Giannis' brother.
Bro, I tried to DJ.
Yeah.
DJ, I told you, nigga. I told you that I heard some ramblings and I saw some ramblings that Adrian Griffin wanted to trade that nigga's brother. And as soon as I heard the ramblings, what happened? That nigga got fucking fired.
I think the.
No, say what you about to say.
I think most of the blame is supposed to be on Giannis. Giannis had stepped into that role of end all be all when it comes to the Bucks. They damn near treating him like a deity, and I think he's starting to smell himself. He's only 28 years old. Yeah, we've been on that, but I'm saying we're seeing it in real time, and he needs to get the blame, not Doc. I think Doc is a high profile scapegoat. That's a high profile scapegoat.
Didn't we have a little segment about this? And we said who deserves? I said, nigga, I'm blaming that nigga Giannis. Y'all not gonna tell me that a small market team ain't finna go to their star player and figure out what the fuck they trying to do.
But I'm getting to the point where I think it's damn near a full blown conspiracy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to sound crazy, but I think it's a full blown conspiracy at this point. Because why JJ Redick do this? JJ Redick is so pro player, and he's spread pro player. I don't care what nobody say. He's a pro player propagandist, and for him to come out and do this on ESPN his first day back, blasting Doc when Doc already got a narrative surrounding his name. I just think my thing is they bench is not good enough. Chris Middleton has went down. It's not gonna work basketball wise. They got the worst defensive backcourt in the league. I feel like there's no possible way they can win a championship. They need a scapegoat.
He ain't pro coach.
But that's what I'm saying. But he don't really do this. I ain't never seen JJ Redick get on no platform and just go at somebody, especially nobody he had a personal relationship with. So
yeah, it is weird.
So I think I don't know, bro. I got a conspiracy about JJ Redick. I'm not gonna get into it over on this podcast, but I think this was the open season on Doc Rivers when it's like, is it really his fault? Because nobody talks. Why don't nobody talk on a real basketball tip, y'all? Why don't nobody talk about Chris Middleton? Why don't nobody talk about that defensive backcourt is just non-existent? Why don't nobody talk about they have no role players? I watched that game against Memphis. They have more players in double digits than them.
People definitely clown what's it called? A defense.
But you see what I'm saying? What can Doc do about that?
He can't. Well, bro, we talked about this. I said, nigga, it don't matter who they get. Like, Doc can't fix their defensive problems. Like, but that's what I told y'all. I told y'all.
The thing is, JJ Redick slams Doc. I was just trying to get my perspective why JJ Redick slammed Doc.
But you know why he slammed Doc? Because it's easy. It's easy to slam him. It's easy. That's why. It's easy. Bro, these niggas on ESPN and all, they go at it because it's easy to go at them. And JJ Redick ain't no different than none of them niggas. You would have thought that he would have had some support for the boy. Hey, Pat Bev had some truth to what he said.
What did Pat Bev say?
Pat Bev said that he pretty much saying, why are you going to somebody that pretty much gave you like your playing time and exposed you? Like he gave JJ Redick playing time when he was with the Clippers. Whenever they had
he made him a starter.
Whenever they had that Lob City team.
But we're not gonna act like JJ Redick wasn't a good player. Like JJ
Redick. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
The first coach that gave him a starting role, though.
He was never a starter. Doc Rivers gave him a starting role.
Off the bench.
That's what I'm saying. Pat Bev was not lying. JJ Redick was not getting no clout until Doc put him in the starting lineup when he was with the Clippers. And from there on out, nigga, we knew who the fuck JJ Redick was. We knew that that nigga was gonna pull that pistol from the goddamn 3-point line. We knew what the fuck he was. We didn't know who he was until Doc Rivers. That's what Pat Bev was talking about. So that's why he was like, nigga, how the hell you gonna talk about somebody that really like gave you a name? Because if not for that, we wouldn't even know who the fuck you are. You would have been a goddamn bench player until the end of your career. You would not be on ESPN doing that shit. Like, nigga, when we talk about a lot of these basketball players, why did Kendrick Perkins get a job on ESPN? He got a ring. Why did Ryan Hollins have a job at the time? The nigga is tall. Why does goddamn be CJ McCollum on there? Because he just happened to play with Dame, and every time that they wanted him on there, they was knocked out the playoffs.
He's part of the player association. I think he's the president.
Oh yeah, he was a part of the Players Association. That's what I had him on there. But we like it's an agenda to all this shit, bro. It's an agenda to all of it. But at the end of the day, like I told y'all, there is nobody that is going to fix the defense for the Milwaukee Bucks because they don't have the personnel. Unless you gonna shoot out the gym with Dame and y'all other outside scorers and let Giannis, you're gonna depend on Giannis to, draw double teams, kick it out, or just do his thing in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
Yeah. Ray, you got one anything else before we move on? Huh?
No, just to piggyback on what Chris was saying, JJ was almost a Jimmer Fredette, to be honest, when he was in Orlando back in the day. If you
hold on, Ray. This nigga said Jimmer Fredette.
Hey man, I'm gonna take people back down memory lane. When he was in Orlando,
please do.
He couldn't sniff a minute. And this is when Orlando was trying to compete for championships. And they like, hey man, we know what you was at Duke, but that ain't gonna fly here. Your game is not translating. And he couldn't find himself. And then when they brought in Hito Turkoglu, Shara Lewis and all this, like, bro, you definitely not.
That nigga JJ Redick ain't even seen no minutes when they got to them goddamn finals.
Then they had Mikal Bridges as a 3-and-D guy, and JJ Redick wasn't a defender. So it was like, bro, we got a shooter who can also defend. Why would we play you if we only can play you for one side of the court?
And when we used to look at the Clippers team, we did always say they needed a shooting guard.
There you go, bro. There you go. Now it's all starting to come together.
But that's what I'm. But see that, and then we gonna move on. But that's my whole point.
Think that nigga's career.
Now I'm saying it's a difference between a guard who can shoot and a shooting guard, and he was just a guard who could shoot.
Hold on, Ray. Say that one more time in case the people in the back ain't hear you, nigga.
I said it's a difference between a guard who can shoot and a shooting guard, and JJ Redick just classified as a guard who could shoot.
There you go.
So he kind of did. JJ Redick. Let me look at the stats real quick, y'all. So let's just be fair. Let me share the screen. Then we have to move on. But
we got to, bro. Like we ain't telling no lies.
That is crazy. I didn't think about that. Okay, in Orlando, you see it's there. Okay, in Orlando, 7 seasons, 9 points. 43 from the field, 40 from 3, of course. Then
hold on, DJ. Wait, before you go on, how long was he trapped in purgatory?
7 seasons. So
7 seasons. And you gonna talk about the man that made a name for yourself?
He only started 52 games.
Say it again.
396 in Orlando, and in LA, he started 265 games out of 266, averaged 16 points. On 47 from the field, 44 from 3. That kind of made JJ Redick.
I just need you to repeat those stats one more time because I don't want nobody coming with no confusion. I don't want nobody acting like we capping. That nigga Pat Bev told no lies. Pat Bev knows what the hell he is. Pat Bev knows what he is.
So, okay, in Orlando, just to clarify this, y'all. 7 seasons in Orlando, JJ Redick averaged 9 points on 43 from the field and a 40 from 3. And in LA, 4 seasons, he started 265 games out of 266, 16 points, and he shot 47 from the field, 44 from 3. And in Orlando, he only started 52 games out of 396. Yeah, you can actually make case.
And hold on, this nigga Chris trying to talk about in the comments that Doc ain't say JJ. Boy, hey.
No, say that. No, when you a 7-year role player, you started only 50 games out of almost 400. No.
When you play 7 seasons, you didn't start get the wheels turning to year 5.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.